I'm back, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about some of the trades I've taken today and some of the trades I'm taking for the rest of this week. Let's get straight into it. Also, I made £100 today. I'll show you how. Let's get into it. Hi guys, it's Eddie, aka the Noctrader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert button to get alerts on all my latest videos. I got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Noctrader on all social media platforms. And if you check that description section below, you see a link to my mailing list. If you join my mailing list, you get weekly emails straight to your inbox of everything and anything I'm doing, some of my trades, latest videos, and even some screeners that I'm creating. And if you join my Discord group called Pip Talks, which is also in the description section and below the link, you just join a community of like-minded traders. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to talk about the two trades I took today. Very quickly, I'll just get into it. So the first one was Momo. So Momo was a trade that I'd been stalking for quite some time, and I missed out. I'm not going to lie, I missed out because it was a converging wedge, as you can see here. And it broke out of the wedge, and I missed the first move. So when I missed the first breakout, I thought, okay, I can't get in because I don't like to get in late to a move. I like to get in early. So what I did was that I thought, okay, I'll wait for the pullback, then I'll get in on the second wave. But the way I found out where the pullback was using Fibonacci. So what I did was that I got Fibonacci from here to here, and lo and behold, it retraced back down to the 38.2% level. So when it got to here and it started climbing, I actually got in today. So I waited for 2 days of confirmation of bullish move, and each day was going higher and higher. And then if you go down to the 4-hour chart, you can see that it was like kind of like a bowl shape was being created. So I waited for a price to get above the 15-day exponential moving average. Then I took a long position here and I rode it up. I made about £100, £110, something like that, just on a 1-day move. Now Momo's got earnings tomorrow, and the expectation is that they're going to beat their earnings and it's probably going to spike up, but I'm not going to risk it because I haven't done enough research on what's going on with Momo. So I'd rather just exit my position, make my money, and then call it a day, rather than maybe potentially losing everything I've made by trading the earnings when I haven't really done my due diligence on the company's background. So I took a good 100 something, and I'm happy with that, to be honest. Yeah, happy, good decent trade for 1 day. And now I've got NMC. Now NMC is a UK stock, and it showed the exact same kind of pattern as Momo. Kind of same execution, same type of pattern. So I thought there's no point, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It was kind of like a flag, a bullish flag. So price came up, made a little channel down, and then broke out again. Now I missed the first move once again, so I drew Fibonacci, as you can see, from here to here, from here to the top point. And then when it retraced back to the 61.8 level this time, it double bottomed here. So then I saw, okay, if it's double bottoms here, it might start making a bullish move again. And that's exactly what it did. If you go into the daily chart, another thing that showed me that it was going to carry on the bullish move was that the 180-day simple moving average got underneath the price and was acting as a support now. So I got in a little bit late on this move. I'm not going to lie, I could have got in at the beginning of the day and I would have had a bigger position, but I just didn't see it, and I missed it. I didn't set an alert or something like that. So I got in a little bit late, but I still caught a bit of the bullish move, and I believe it's going to carry on going up. Now my hypothesis is that because it's respecting Fibonacci so much, I believe that this one, NMC, has got room to climb some more, and I believe it's going to go to the next level. And lo and behold, the next Fibonacci level is at 2782 or something thereabouts here. So it's going to be around here, and lo and behold, that's exactly where a previous high point is on October the 21st. So I want price to go all the way up to there, and then I can make about £200 profits. So I've already locked in some of the profits. My stop loss is at about $70. Well, actually no, it isn't. That's how much I've made so far. My stop loss is at 121 right now. I still at this Fibonacci, but I'm probably gonna move it up tomorrow. But I'm gonna see if it can rise some more tomorrow, and hopefully then I can just lock in those profits. But that'll be a nice little 2-3 days. But I do expect a little bit of a retracement before it moves up again. So but I do think it's going to get to that 2771 point, and I can lock in those profits. So just to add a little bit of context to why the market has been so bullish today is because of China and the US. Another episode to the saga, the never-ending saga that is the China-US tariff agreement fiasco. But another news came out last night that China planned to have stronger protections on intellectual property rights. So what that means is that normally China, they don't really care if the companies in China steal the ideas of or the intellectual properties of other companies outside of China because it benefits them. But now they're going to tighten up on these laws so that companies can actually get compensated or sue and actually take it to court if a Chinese company infringes on copyrights or intellectual properties. So that would actually be a step forward for the trade agreement, because the US have been trying to get this through for quite some time, because whenever they come up with some great innovative technology, a Chinese company just ups and steals it and copies it and then implements it in China as their own version of whatever it is, and it really hampers the global expansion of that company if they can't protect their IP from theft. So this is a step in the right direction for the trade agreement between China and the UK, well, not UK, and the US, and the announcement of this actually set the markets rallying. So I'm providing some context to this because with us swing traders, because the last couple of months have been so choppy, because every other day you hear something positive about the agreement, then a couple of days later something negative, I found that I have to know what's going on with regards to this particular story in particular, and that dictates sometimes what type of trades I take. So today I knew that I was going to take a long trade, some sort of bullish trade, because I knew that the market was rallying up and you don't want to go against the current. I keep saying this, but you don't want to go against the current. So I knew that this agreement would help the market rally up a little bit, and so I wanted to catch a long move, and I caught two today. So I just thought I'd give you this as a little bit of context behind why the markets were rallying today. So a couple stocks I'm watching right now are Home Depot have sold off after poor earnings reports the other day. As you can see, that it sold off, but it was pretty much following an ascending channel pattern up until that point. So, and if you look at the sell-off, it's been selling off, but it kind of hit the support line again, and it looks like it's going to try and climb back up. So I would like to see it maybe make one or two green candlesticks, and then I'd see maybe potentially taking a long position, because I feel like this sell-off was an overreaction and it will claw back at least some of its gains from some of the losses that it made during the earning reports. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. And the candlestick price action is actually showing us that this is potentially what could happen next, because as you can see, the red bars are becoming smaller and it's giving a little bit of a parabolic shape. So that's like the first half of a U, and then hopefully the second half will come in the next 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this, and if I do see that it's gonna start making some green candlesticks here, then I might take a long position, and the risk to reward will be pretty good, because if you take it quite low here, then the stop loss can be pretty tight and you can just ride it up. Another one for the watch list is ITV. ITV have really been killing it lately. They've won the rights to the Champions League. They had a great earnings report recently, and the stock just looks like it's going from strength to strength. It's also really cheap. It's about £13. I don't know. It's cheap anyway. It's real cheap, and it's just about to break this previously held resistance line. It's held resistance here, here, and here, and it's moving very much like a step ladder. It goes sideways for a couple of days, shoots up, sideways for a couple of days, shoots up, sideways for a couple of days, and I believe it's going to shoot up tomorrow, or maybe in the next couple of days. Just look at the MACD. If you look at the MACD is gearing up to really make a real exaggerated bullish push up, and so is the RSI. So I wouldn't be surprised if open the market tomorrow, ITV just shoots up. The fundamentals and technicals are all pretty much in line for something good to happen for this company. I'm not surprised, because they're making a lot of big moves to consolidate and have some great earnings for the next quarter or two. So I think this is a long play, and I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow is the day where we kind of see this type of move again. And last but not least, Freeport McMoran Copper and Gold. Don't ask me what they're about, what they do. I don't care. I don't know. All I know is that the technicals are shouting at me. So this was like a double bottom and it climbed up. It's like a kind of descending channel, but it's very slightly descending. Price has finally got above the 180-day simple moving average, which was acting as a support, and it's now broken out of the resistance line. So I believe that it's going to carry on a bullish trajectory. MACD and RSI both showing bullish signs. I believe it's going to climb up a little bit more, and yeah, that's all there is to it. I think it's got another 1 or 2 days of green candlesticks ahead of it, given that nothing crazy comes out with Donald Trump or anything that's got macro level effects on the equities market. But yeah, this is one to watch as well. And now we're in the bonus round. Okay, so for any of you that watched my last video that I created on the screener that I created, the Noctrader bearish screener, that one here, bearish breakout, name branded and everything, you know that I tested out the screener that I created, and I've actually shared it on my Discord group. If you want to download it, go onto the Discord group, join it, and go and ask me about it. I'll tell you where to download it. It's just there. But I've got the screener, I created it, I tested it out, and it was a resounding success so far. 2 for 2 so far. So I shorted CPS and into the support. So where that orange line is here is where I shorted it. And then it went down for another 2 days, and I made about 200 something pounds on my demo account. So I didn't short it my real account, I shorted my demo account, and then obviously it clawed back some of the it came back up again. But for 2 days it sold off, which is good. And I locked the minute it gave me this kind of sideways candlestick. I knew that it might reverse, so I closed out my position. And then I did the same with Pearson's. It sold off emphatically the first day. Second day it was moving sideways, so then I closed out my position. And so it was good. What I was looking for with this strategy was that I wanted to see a bearish breakout to the downside of the support line of stocks that I identified before they'd broken the support line, and on both occasions that's exactly what they did. So I'm happy with this strategy, and I'm going to be using it more going forward, but not during bullish markets. I want to use it when it could be optimized the most. So I'll use it when the market's not that great, because then I can find some really great stocks that are selling off and catch them into a strong sell-off. But if you want to check, once again, if you want to check out this the screen that I created or how I created it, check out my blog, and also check out the Discord group Pip Talks, where I have it there to download. Any, aka the Noctrader, signing out.